It is said that love lives in small things: the meals we share, the laughter between bites, the warmth of being seen. But what happens when the table becomes quiet and every dinner starts to feel like a performance? This is Ruth's story, told through 5 dinners, each one revealing what silence can't hide. Ruth chopped onions through tears that had nothing to do with the smell. She had apologized 3 times that week for things she couldn't remember starting. Tonight, she hoped dinner would fix it. When Theophilus came home, she smiled. "I made your favorite," she said softly. He didn't look up. "Did you pay that bill I told you about?" "Yes." He nodded, ate quietly, and muttered, "Good. At least something went right today. No thank you, no how was your day, just silence, the kind that makes even the spoon sound too loud." That night, she washed dishes in cold water, whispering to herself, "I just need to try harder." She didn't know that love doesn't grow where self-worth dies. 2 nights later, guests arrived. Laughter, perfume, and pretending filled the house. Ruth wore her coral dress, the one Theophilus used to compliment. But when she came downstairs, he frowned. "Isn't that too loud? You don't need to draw too much attention." She changed to grey. During dinner, he joked about her being a handful. Everyone laughed. She smiled too, because what else do wife do when love has an audience? Later, when the door closed and the laughter faded, he scrolled through his phone. "You embarrassed me again," he said flatly. She whispered, "I only smiled." "Exactly," he replied. And that was the night she began to understand. Silence wasn't peace, it was punishment. By now, her body knew the motions even when her heart didn't. Rice, stew, table set, routine made it easier not to think. The TV murmured in the background, but neither of them listened. They just ate, two strangers sharing memories of what used to be love. When she reached to fill his cup, he said, "Leave it, I'm fine." The tone was sharp enough to slice through her patience. She looked at the food, at his face, and realized he didn't even like my favorite meal anymore. She wasn't cooking for them, she was cooking for the version of him she missed. That night, she didn't pray for her marriage to get better. She prayed for courage to stop pretending. The pot No pot boiled that evening, no table set, just quiet, real quiet. Theophilus came home, sniffing the air. "No dinner tonight?" Ruth looked up from her journal. "No appetite." He stared. "You're getting lazy, Ruth." She smiled faintly. "No, Theophilus, I'm getting tired." He murmured something under his breath and left the room. She exhaled. For the first time in years, she felt peace in the sound of her own breathing. Silence finally belonged to her. The house smelled of fresh paint. Boxes lined the hallway. Ruth set the table one last time. 2 plates, 2 glasses, one letter. When Theophilus walked in, he froze. "What's all this?" She smiled gently. "Dinner." He sat down, eyes scanning the room. She pushed a folded note toward him. "I have spent years serving love that never came back to the table. You can't build a home where peace keeps starving." "I'm not angry. I'm just done feeling emptiness." She stood, kissed his forehead, and walked out. The chair creaked softly behind her, the last sound she had ever heard in that house. They used to say silence keeps a home, but silence only keeps what's already died. Ruth's 5 dinner weren't just meals, they were lessons carved into her soul. That peace bought with silence is just another kind of prison. And the loudest healing sometimes happens in the quietest goodbye. Now I'll tell you the lessons in this story that you must be aware of. Number one, love doesn't demand performance. If you must act to be accepted, you are no longer in love, you are in survival. Number two, silence isn't always peace. Sometimes it's the sound of emotional starvation. Number three, you can't fix a relationship alone. Peace needs two hands, not one trembling one. Number four, routine isn't love, it's just repetition wearing a wedding ring. Number five, living isn't weakness. Sometimes it's the only way to stop feeling pain. Number six, healing begins with honesty. The day you admit, "I'm not happy," is the day you start to breathe again. Number seven, God doesn't bless pretense, He restores truth, not performances. The story you just heard is written and produced by Pastor Chris Norah. The voice behind this channel, Echoes of Our Tears, where stories heal, awaken, and restored. Every story here is an original cinematic reflection of real emotional journeys, written to awaken strength and help women find peace that is real. Please subscribe for more emotional stories.